7'1".
Yeah, his arms
Right.
are so long that when you bench,
Right.
you have to push up so far.
Right.
And a basketball player needs flexibility. If you
Right.
have that much strength in your arms, you would be so muscular
Right.
that you wouldn't have the flexibility that a basketball player needs.
Yeah.
There's no way he lifted. There's no pictures.
Right.
No nothing.
No video.
No videos.
Right,
That would be
right.
that would be something, because of someone having arms that long.
Right.
That's a lot of weight to push.
Yeah. Right.
Give him 300, maybe that, but not
Right.
6 or 5 or 600. No way. There's no way. It's absolutely impossible.
Right.
He just,
No. Right.
there's just no way.
No video of him. That's like 10 years ago.
There's no physical evidence anywhere.
Years ago, when Wilt was alive, that's like world class. That's world record weight. This man would have been on the cover of every weightlifting, bodybuilding magazine. You know, it would have been pictures of him with the bar bending, right?
500 pounds is a lot of weight for
Right.
even a professional bodybuilder or
Right.
strength and
Right.
anybody to lift.
Weightlifters taking steroids can't even do that weight.
I knew guys that's all they did was lift weights, and they couldn't bench press 500 pounds.
Right, right. Especially 10 years ago.
His body weight and everything else, like I said, he would lose his flexibility.
Well, Doug Hepburn was the first guy to bench 500, and he was a weightlifter. And other than him, I can remember when
Back in the day, they didn't lift 500 pounds. It was unheard of.
right, right.
Physical evidence everywhere.
Casey Theater, I think, was the first bodybuilder to bench 400 pounds, and that was a lot of weight back in, I don't know what, maybe like 70 something, 1980 something. 400 pounds was a lot of weight. 315 pounds was a lot of weight back in the 80s.
I'd have to see a professional interview with him actually doing it on
Right.
camera,
Right,
to believe any of that.
right. You can't
That's
find.
just not with he had no muscle mass in his arm.
Right,
No, nothing. That would take your
Right.
shoulders are going to have to be ungodly strong to begin
Right.
with too, to help
Right.
support all that.
just because you
Chest muscles, learning your lats, everything has to be just right to support that much weight.
right. Just because you can pick somebody, just because you can pick somebody up don't mean bench pressing is a whole different exercise. That's something you got to train for. I mean,
Exactly right.
I knew people. My uncle could pick up a car transmission by himself. I took him to the gym once. He couldn't even bench 185 pounds. So just because you can pick somebody up, that don't mean you can bench. That's a hard exercise. You know, you got to really develop your.
And you better have a special bench, because for him to lay down with a 7'1" frame,
Yeah,
have him laying down on that, you better have an extra long bench for him to do it on. Say if Wilt Chamberlain bench pressed,
right.
a normal bench is about this high.
His arms are like 20,
He had to have a bench this high because his arms were about this long.
double the length of yours probably.
Yep, because your span is your height.
Right,
So he had a 7'1" span,
right.
and when he'd have benched, on a normal bench, his elbows would have been touching the floor.
Elbow would have been touching the floor.
There's no way.
Right.
He had to have a special bench built up for him so his elbows didn't touch the floor.
Right. And you know how hard it is. He got a long
That's a long way to push that.
long way to go to get to the top of that.
Yeah, he was lifting sand weights and half the sand was missing. That's what he wasn't on the rack he wasn't lifting York steel
Right.
weights. He was lifting them goddamn sand ones, but half the sand was out of it to make it look like he did lift. There ain't no way.
Right. Maybe he
no way.
maybe he was on that knotless machine when he did this 600 pounds, because
Yeah.
it wasn't no free weight. That's what damn sure.
Yeah, I know. I could see
Wasn't
him
that
picking it
Pennsylvania
up
steel?
on his bench. He didn't
Yeah,
touch it. I
yeah,
could see him picking up 600 pounds,
he
or
might-
500 pounds, but
yeah.
not bench pressing.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that's true
Nah.
at all.
Yeah, especially with
Too
no
many other
proof.
factors into it that would make it
Yeah.
almost impossible.
I mean,
He had two spotters holding it, and he picked it up because he had two spotters picking the weight up for him, and he just held it in the air whenever
Right.
they got it, and that's the only way he lifted it.
especially 20, 30 years ago when he was around, it was unheard of, man. I mean, shoot, he would have.
He'd have tore his pecs. He'd have tore everything. His arms weren't that big.
Right.
Looking at videos, his arms weren't that big. You'd have to have
It would have been
muscle
all
mass unreal to have the strength to even push it up.
And as famous as he was, it'd have been all kind of videos, camera crews. It'd be pictures.
He wouldn't have been dumb enough, and his manager wouldn't have been dumb enough to let him try that and ruin his career being a legend basketball player.
Yeah. But still, man, it would have been pictures and videos of
Maybe
this.
he had
this feat.
10,000 to 20,000 girls that he slept with. That's the only way.
Oh, we don't want to go there now. The 20,000 women.
Yeah, they were all sitting in the stands is where they were all at.
Yeah. And no kids out of 20. Oh, yeah, okay.
And like I said, I wouldn't believe it unless I seen an actual footage of him doing it. Then I would have to say to make sure the footage wasn't done because I couldn't believe there's too many.
Well, here's the thing.
A basketball player can lift that much.
Well, as much as Wilt Chamberlain like to brag, right? They got videos of him running track. They got videos of him hurdling. They got videos of him playing volleyball. Videos of him doing sit-ups, right, with a weight. Videos of him doing lat pull-downs. So how come no video of him benching this ungodly weight? I mean, that would have been like, oh yeah, if you want videotape something, here, get the camera crew in here and let me show. I'm about to bench 500 pounds, right?
That would be something that he would brag about and show the video.
Right.
Everybody and their brother would have seen that video over and over again.
Right.
To bench 500 pounds.
Right.
That's a lot of your bodybuilders lift weights heavy enough to make their muscles, and the way they lift it makes their muscles expand.
Right. A
lot of them aren't even exceptionally strong. They're strong, but they're not exceptionally strong.
Right.
They just lift the right way to make their muscles grow so that they look good.
Well, Franco Columbu was stronger than Arnold. He was benching 400 pounds and pumping iron. Now Arnold was standing there just like making them laugh. Arnold wasn't even benching 400 pounds and pumping iron. Franco was. Franco would have said Wilt bench 500. I might believe him. But
That's an extreme. He was an extreme power lifter, or he'd have to work so much time that he wouldn't have time to play basketball to get his strength, his shoulders, and everything else.
Right, good point. That's the other thing.
He wouldn't have time to play basketball.
Yeah, all that running make you weak, and basketball players have to run.
They have to be running. They have to have extreme flexibility.
Yeah. You ain't trying to lift weights and get strong. Basketball players don't. That's not up their alley,
It takes too much. It makes their chest and stuff get strong, and it tightens it up. They can't extend their arms loosely like they should. There's no way.
Yep.
No way.
No way.
That much weight. No way.
Yep. Anybody believe that myth? Show me some pictures, because they got pictures of him doing everything else. They had cameras back then, and that's something to be proud of. If you show me one. I can't even find a picture of Wilt Chamberlain benching 135 pounds. Better than that 500. So, yeah.
I don't believe it.
No, me either. We don't. Yep. Hey, I'm not trying to knock Wilt Chamberlain. Man was
excellent basketball
player. Yeah, basketball. Great basketball player.
Yep. He's a legend. There's no doubt about it. Basketball, not weightlifting.
Yep. Leave the weightlifting to the weightlifters. Keep them out of this conversation. Yep. Thank you. I'm going to finish this video by saying, if you look up Wilt Chamberlain bench pressing, these are the only pictures that come up of him lifting weights.